or like, cause like I'm still in school, so it's like actually do my work and then like do other stuff. Like I have like practices
Life
and stuff with other bands. Like I need to go outside and look at a tree every once in a while. Like,
yeah, I need a glass of water. And
Yeah.
shit. What's up, guys? Welcome to Logmatt's Creative Circle. My name is Teyo, and today I am joined by LYNX. Hell yeah, bro. But to the people that don't know who you are, you know, tell them who you are. Kind of like explain them what you do, and like, you know, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a guitarist. I do a lot of live. Like I'm like a hired gun. People hire me to play and like plays, musicals, like bands. I've played keys in multiple bands. Played bass. I get called in sometimes for like studios, but like I do a lot of live stuff now.
I feel you. You said something really cool off of camera. That was like, oh, that really caught my ear. You were like, I'm a artist making music or something like that.
It's like I'm an artist in my own craft. Like
I fucked with that a lot because I was like, that's true. I feel like every art. Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, like when people say like artist, they think of like Charlie Puth. Like that was my example. Like they think of like Charlie Puth. They're like, or Justin Bieber. Like, oh my god, he's the artist.
Or like the people with the mics.
Yeah, like that's the artist. But it's like, but you can also be an art in your own craft, and you can say like, no, I'm an artist as a guitarist or what you do.
Would you consider yourself an athlete, an artist? Because someone asked me that a while ago, and I was like, dang. I mean, in a way, because when I was doing Taekwondo and I was doing martial arts and I was really getting into it, there was an art to that martial art. And I was like, damn, interesting.
Yeah.
And when they asked me that question, I was like, huh, really interesting question. Because then I started thinking about soccer. What do you think?
Like in terms of like you saying being like an athlete in your art?
Yeah, I guess like, is there art in sports?
For sure. Like LeBron is very much an artist in his craft. I'd say honestly, like an artist is like Luka Doncic, or how you say his name. I'm sorry, but Luka, that man he's an artist.
True.
But yes, you can have art. Like art is subjective. That's the best part about it. So like you can say like your little guy right there, like that's art.
Yes.
To be honest, like, that's art.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the
Your
way
fit. No, like different things. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. We gotta mention it. No, but I feel you. I feel like art. And then I started thinking when she asked me that, and I was like, huh, art is something that brings you emotion. That's what I think art is. Mm-hmm. So then when you're watching a game, you're like, that is emotion out of you. So I feel like that is where the art, is in sports.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I used to play, I played like the craziest sports in high school. Like,
what'd you play?
Like I played volleyball, which was fun, but like I was a big golfer. So like I played a lot of golf. How tall are you? You're kind of tall. Yeah, I'm like 6'3". Hell yeah.
Were you always 6'3", like since middle school, or when did you like?
Like high school was when I got tall. Yeah, middle school I was like 5'8" or something like that. Like I was really small, and then I was small and like big, like and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play football and truck people, and then I got like really tall and skinny. Then I was like, nah,
quarterback,
break like a twig.
Nah,
you hit me, I'm breaking like a twig.
What sports did you do like in high school besides volleyball, or like was that the only one? That
it was volleyball and golf were like the two ones. Ooh. Yeah, because golf season was the same time as basketball season, and like I wasn't like the best hooper. Like I like to hoop for fun.
Yeah,
but like as soon as we start hooping, and then like I'm getting disciplined and like
pushed around and shit. Yeah,
I
feel you.
I'm getting like this isn't fun to me anymore. Like I understand we have to win, basketball. But like I'm not trying to get bitched out at halftime.
I feel you.
Old white man, like come on.
I 100%. That is the biggest pet peeve of like going up to a basketball court and just playing with people, because they're gonna be competitive as fuck.
Yeah, well, and it's like if you lose, it's like, wow, at least we like. It's not the finals.
Yeah, that is
like
true.
I can go home and be like, at least I tried my best.
That's true. But some people take it really personal.
It's a lot less pressure, and plus, I always play with my friends, so like it was like a lot less pressure. And then like the shit talk was awesome because we're all friends. So, there was no like, what'd you say?
Yeah, like it's just fucking around. Mm-hmm. I feel you. Did you play for like a team in school and like volleyball and basketball or no? Or like it was just like for fun and shit?
I mean, for basketball, I did like during like middle school and stuff. Like, I never took basketball serious.
Okay.
Volleyball, I should have done club. To be honest, like if I did club, I wouldn't be sitting here right now because I would have probably like really tried my hardest to go like D1 or D2 in volleyball.
Dang, bro. So you were good at it.
Well, I mean, I just had like the height and like I really enjoyed it. Like, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And like if I have a passion for something like music or like, that's kind of it. But
no,
like,
I feel you.
But I really loved volleyball, and like I really would have said like, yo, I'll take it all the way if I have to, if I was put in those positions to do it. But it never happened. And really, the dream killer, I feel like for a lot of kids are your coaches.
Really, that's big, bro. Let's talk about that.
Take. I'm gonna just put that out as a hot take.
Hey, how was your high school experience with like teachers and stuff? Because for me, it was not a really good one.
Really?
Yeah. Just because it was like, you know, they kind of like demotivated me in a way. Some teachers were like nice, but in the fog of so many bad teachers, those little good ones were hard to like notice. You know.
I mean, I'm always like a really chill back person, so like teachers, like if teachers were like being really kind of whatever, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna tread lightly in your class. Yeah. I mean, most of them were like math teachers. I always hated math.
True.
But there was one teacher that really like, my middle school jazz band teacher.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Like, low key that like lit the fire under my ass to be like, yo, like I'm gonna be something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really going to be something.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah. Because, like, I was just starting to play, but not just starting to play guitar, but, like, it was my first time, like, in a setting. I was, like, you know, like, I was in middle school. So, like, 7th grade, 8th grade, I'm in the jazz band. Never played jazz before. Never read guitar tabs on jazz. Like, so I thought, like, it would be beneficial for me to do. Because a lot of the time I was just, like, using my ears. Like, my teacher would teach me, and I did, like, talent shows and stuff, like, all throughout, but this was my first time actually in like a jazz core, something that like I had to read music for, and like the experience was really like I felt like I was getting like belittled and like it was bad.
I've heard. Have you seen that? I think it's like Whiplash.
Oh yeah.
I mean, something like that.
Tempo. Well, not
obviously not that fucking hard, but I'm saying like those vibes and that energy is like
yeah.
I feel you. I remember in my school, the chorus kids. When I used to like walk around and I used to like see them, you know, in the class, it kind of had the energy of like military. They were just like, yo, and they're just like drumming at the same exact time. And like, if you don't, bro, do it again. I mean, I get it because like as an artist, you have so much passion that it's a fine line of like, you know, respect and like, bro, I want this. But at the same time, it's like, yo, chill. You know what I mean?
But like, it goes back to the teachers because like, a lot of my musician buddies now are in like drum corps, which like they all like in the drum line and stuff like that. And like I know they're teachers now because like their teachers like also play music with us. Yeah. It's a real small world.
That's cool. That's cool.
But like I was like, okay, like if I had you as a teacher, like then you can be hard on me because I know that like there's love, but like there's some teachers that really kill people's motivation and like stop them from doing something, and vice versa. There's teachers that will push you to do better.
100%. I mean, there's been so many cases of. In my life, I've met so many people that say, oh, yeah, this teacher and specifically pushed me so much that I still talk to them and they kind of help me with my career now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, where was that when I was like in high school? Because like, I mean, I remember having one teacher and for video and stuff. And he was like, he kind of saw what I had in me before I even did. And that's big, especially when you're trying to chase something and nobody's kind of like, oh, you got it. So, and for, you know, like I said, my high school experience was bad. So that kind of was like, oh, wow, an eye-opening of like, oh, I guess there is good teachers out there. But yeah, I was good at math till like 7th grade, and then I was fucking trash.
Yeah,
because like that's when math was easy, and I was like, bro, 7 + 7 easy. Oh, yeah. And then we started doing word problems and all that shit, and I was like, damn, fuck that.
It's the science for me because like math is hard, but like science is literally a mix of math and history because you have to read math and English because you got to read a paragraph and then you got to figure out what the paragraph means with all these numbers, and then you got to say like why the fish is green. Like I don't know,
and who did everything? Yeah, and you're like, and then after all of that, you have to show your work.
Oh yeah,
because I never actually did it. But.
I never showed my work.
Yeah,
show your work. Like why?
Right.
I have a calculator for a reason.
Exactly. But how'd you start making music? Because you say that you were in jazz band middle school. So you were into music early as fuck.
Well, legend has it. No.
I mean, that's facts.
My dad made me like, I think I still have it. I don't know where it's at, but like I had like this, he made me this little like cigar, guitar box, like a little guitar made out of a cigar box, and he painted it like cool colors. It looked like something out of like,
Coco.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah. To be honest,
That's
like
what
something out of that, with, like
yeah.
some rubber bands on it, and like I would be like on those bouncers. Like as a kid, like I couldn't even walk, and I'd be like strumming it, listening to like Bob Marley.
How old were you then?
Like 3.
Damn, your whole life. Yes, it's ever since you can
like,
grip something.
Yeah, I put a guitar in my hand, like I would bring it everywhere. But like the lessons started maybe when I was like 5, and then it started like I was like I think maybe 5, and like from 5 to like 7, I was with this guy named Aaron. Damn, I still remember his name. Holy fuck! But I took lessons. I'm pretty sure his name's Aaron, and I took lessons from him. And then he moved to like Texas, and I was like, "But where did he go?" Like, so I stopped for maybe like a couple of months, and that's when I got into golf. That's when my parents put me into golf because they're like, "Okay, you're not gonna do music. We're gonna put you into golf."
Yeah.
And then,
did your parents play any instruments or like?
Nah, my dad was my parents just really loved music. Like they didn't really play it, whatever, but like they really my dad. He was a professor at UCF, so he was like he taught a course on like how music influence and change pop culture. So like he kind of gave me like my roots of like learning. That's really interesting. And my mom was like huge in the '80s, which is cool. But then they put me back into lessons when I was like 7 or like 8. I was like 8, and then like from 8 to 9, 10, I was with this guy named Ben, and he like helped me to like read. And I was like learning these boring ass songs, and I'm like, yo, I want to play. Like, I want to be able to hear that and be like, I want to play that.
Like your favorite songs, you want to like, yeah.
And my first song was Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But the teacher that I had when I was like 9 till I was like 15, 14, his name was Leo. Shout out to Leo. I forgot he was from Juilliard. That's school. But like, he really taught me everything I know. And the biggest thing he taught me was ear training. Because like I would be like, I want to learn this song. When he'd sit there with the phone and he'd play it, and then I'd watch him listen to it and then piece together what he was playing, and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. And then I started asking him like, well, what is that? What does that mean? Like, what chord is that? And then eventually I got to that point. That was during jazz band too, like during when this lady was like,
yeah. So was Leo, was that outside of school?
Yes, all the actual lessons were outside of school. So like I was,
where at? Like in Guitar Center, or like was it like someone that your parents knew? And like,
so the first one, there was like, so over in I don't know if people even will know this, but like over in Alafaya by Waterford Lakes, like in that Best Buy, I swear to God, in that Best Buy, there used to be like a live room place where you could take lessons, and it's gone now. Like literally, there's like a whole separate building inside, and you walked in there, and there was like a bunch of live stuff in there, and they tore it down, and they put a bunch of like refrigerators and microwaves and shit. But that's where I first started, and then I went to this place called School of Rock, and it's over.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it's my top one, literally.
It's Jack Black's amazing. I think it's called School.
I can talk about that movie forever, bro.
And then that's where I kind of like resided after that. But
what was the difference that you noticed like big from the school teachers and then like the outside teachers?
Oh, the school teachers didn't know shit. She wasn't a guitarist, but I didn't know that back then because like you're
just a kid and you're like
I take what everything says
exactly.
Like so when there was like. When she was saying stuff to me, it didn't occur to me now where I'm like, you can play guitar.
Right?
Like, you're a conductor.
What does she do? She just fucking knows how to read the stick and know some people?
I don't know. I think she played either clarinet or flute. I'm not saying she was, like, bad at her instrument.
Yeah.
But, like, I shouldn't have taken what she was saying like that, you know. But I stuck with Leo. And I kind of like told him about it, but like I was scared too because I was like, I don't want to say like I know how to read music. And then I got past that, and then realized like that was just like a little drop in the ocean. And then he was like, and then I was like, he's like, just go, you know, like you're about to get into high school, go out, flourish, learn, listen to whatever you want to listen to because you have the tools now.
Hey, Leo was in your life from like, you said 10 to...
Like 10 to like 14, 15. Okay. Right before I got into high school, I was taking guitar lessons with them either twice a week or once a week.
And how long were the sessions?
Like an hour.
Oh.
Sometimes we go over.
What do you guys normally do in like a regular session? Is that like practice or like...
So, it's crazy because like I would always go in and I'm pretty sure I'd go in. I know we always learned a new song every week because I would always walk in and be like, I want to learn this.
Yeah.
I want to learn that. I want to learn this. And then sometimes we'd walk in and we just like kind of talk and he would just tell me like theory and show me scales and like show me different modes of scales and then tell me what this means and that means. Like he really kind of like was like my theory teacher, my music teacher, like on a basic level. So then like now doing my own research after what I know, like I know a lot more. But he kind of set like the rule, like the pavement and like a little bit of like the groundwork, a lot of the groundwork, so I could be more. Because like our last lesson, he sat me down on the piano and he was like, hey, listen, he's like, you know, a piano is just a bunch of guitars lined up. And then I taught myself piano after that, which is how I got into my first band, not even from guitar.
Really?
I played guitar for like 10 years up until that point, and then I get into my band playing keys for like 4.
I feel like a lot of people that happens to them because like piano is such a, I'm not gonna say easy instrument to get into, but like,
yeah,
I mean, you just press one button and you're already playing something, you know what I mean? So like,
you can play anything.
Exactly. A guitar, you need to know how to press, how to hold it, how hard, how long. So like there's so much, you know, difference. Elton John, his first like, you know, things were as a pianist, you know, and then they allowed him to sing. So like, you know, I feel like piano is a really good way into like bands and music. What are some things that you picked up from each teacher that was like, oh, they all said this, and that helped me out a lot, especially now that you're, you know, maturing, because you're 20 and I'm 21, and now the mentors that I've had in the past, a lot of things that they said in the past kind of like are coming up now because I'm an adult with a music journey, you know what I mean? So like before it was like, oh yeah, I might want to be a musician when I grow up, but now it's like, I'm growing up, so like I have to be a musician. So like, what are some things that like your mentor said and like stood out, and like now it's like, oh shit,
oof, like said
or like, you know, taught you, I guess.
The big thing, honestly, the most recent lesson I learned was I was doing a gig over at SeaWorld during the October season. I was the guitarist for like Monster Stomp, so like I was playing guitar while a bunch of people were like dying on stage. Long story short, people were dying on stage. I was playing guitar.
Yeah. And
the other guitarist, his name is Jason, real great guy. He gave me like one of the most valuable lessons ever, which is like bro, like be more confident, like play, like attack it, like attack the guitar, like play with intent. Because before, like I'm sitting in my house, or like I'm playing with like bands
in a garage.
Well, not in like a garage, but like in like venues and shit where I can turn up my amp however loud I want to, so I can play however I want. Like I can play however soft I want to because my amp's on 30, and like the drums are louder than shit, and everyone in the crowd is drunk. So like I just turn up as loud as I can, and then I play how I want. But playing for the corporate side, like they dial you in however they want. So like I'm playing how I normally play in my ears. That sounds great, but he was like, dude, he's like out there, like we can barely hear you, but he's like, come on, like dig into it, like start, like get into it. And then once I started doing that, it was like really changed the way I play guitar now, like dynamics and like really digging in and like finding. It's almost like how singers like find their voice.
Yeah,
like you can have the runs for days or whatever like that, but like then you find like your voice, and then I found my voice in guitar, and from him telling me that. So,
how long did it take you to find your voice in guitar? And what steps did it take you to get there? I mean, I feel like that's an ending journey.
Yeah, like I'm still like looking for tones. Yeah. Like I'm still finding new guitarists every day that make me want to quit because they're so good. But like I learn from them.
I feel that. Damn, something I learned within me is that I feel like if you feel jealousy or envy towards someone, that people take that as a bad thing, but I started, thinking about the feeling, and I was like, I'm gonna start taking that as a good thing, because like that just only means you want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then, because before I was like, or years ago when I started making music, I used to be like, damn, why are they blowing up and not me? You know what I mean? So you have to take that jealousy with like, oh, okay, I know that that's where I want to go. So I'm glad that I'm having this feeling, towards him.
Yeah.
Or towards that or whatever.
Get to know your own path. Like not everyone's going to take the same path. Like someone's going to blow up way faster than you, but then like you never know, like they could not be up there for as long, and then you get up there and you're stagnant up there somewhere comfortable, so because I used to be like that too. Like just like, dang, like not necessarily that like I see these people on like YouTube or not YouTube, like TikTok and Instagram, I'm like I'm better than them, but it's like they're really good guitarists. But it's just like, dang, like they really put in like their hours to record all these videos. Meanwhile, like I'm trying to work my ass off like in real life, like trying to get these gigs like in real life, like trying to play at like Will's or
like trying to meet people out here.
Yeah, like like the Abbey and stuff like play like real venues. Not saying they're not playing real venues, but like I love playing in front of people. Like,
would you, I guess in the future or like how life is coming, would you see yourself more in like in front of people than in front of a camera? I guess
I would hope so.
Yeah,
because like I mean, right now this is like my first time doing a podcast. But like I could get used to like just doing a podcast. This feels this is cool.
Yeah,
but like in terms of like sitting down, because like I do record videos on my Instagram, and that's honestly how I got into my first studio. Was that I posted a couple of videos of me on Instagram during COVID, and then I got hit up, and like, come to the studio, like so. But like, just like I'm very much a perfectionist, so like I will sit in front of like my iPhone camera and record the same video at least like 35, 40, 50 times, and then I'm like I'm fed up, and all the videos sound the exact same, but it's just not how I wanted to play it. So it's a lot of work, in my opinion, because it's cool to have a video. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna post it, but it's just like it's a lot of work. I do it every once in a while, just to do it.
I mean, shit, it took me years to learn just to edit, and then after that, you have to learn what camera to use, and that takes you more years.
It's like I'm not even using a camera; I'm using my iPhone, right, on a thing facing me. So
I mean, that's the beauty of iPhones today. Like, you don't need to know all of the behind the scenes, because it's just about one app, which is a camera app. It takes over the lighting, and then the audio, and then the videos, and then the camera lenses. There's so many factors that goes into a good video, but iPhones kind of help that out. I was watching your like shorts, I guess, in your Instagram. Really cool. I fucked with them a lot. How'd you start doing that? Or like, why'd you start doing that in a way?
Well, I did it because I wanted to become famous.
Yeah. As everybody, I feel you.
I did it to like get notoriety and like go on tour with someone. Like,
did it work?
No.
I mean, are you still doing them?
Well, yes.
So it hasn't finished yet.
Oh no. I haven't. I'm not going to stop until I get what I want.
Exactly.
So either
as it should be.
So I mean, I have to keep doing it. I'm just not doing it like as frequently, because I always go like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to record like X amount of videos today. And then I'm like, and then I do the math in my head, like, whoa, like
time consuming.
That's a lot, because I can come up with this shit easy.
Oh no, it's easy as fuck. But once you notice how much time you invest to make these videos, it's like, oh wow, I just spent all day making these videos, and now I don't have time to make actual music or like work on music. Or
like, because like I'm still in school, so it's like actually do my work, and then like do other stuff. Like I have like practices,
life
and stuff with other bands. Like I need to go outside and look at a tree every once in a while. Like,
I need a glass of water. And shit.
And then plus like the way the algorithm is just so strange to me. Like you could literally. I don't want to be that guy, but like the best shit that I have has like the least amount of views, and the shit that I just go like, whatever. Like the algorithm kind of like takes it places, and I just don't understand that. And plus, I'm not doing that whole. I can't do the TikTok thing. Like I try to do it for fun, like during COVID.
What
can't
TikTok
do it.
Like dancing?
No, just like being on TikTok and just posting videos and just do nothing but post videos.
Are you just posting on Instagram? Or like, or you just focus on Instagram?
I'm just doing Instagram, because TikTok,
True, bro. Trust me. I was in a grind in TikTok for like 5 months, posting a video, I think every other day or every 3 days of me making a beat, writing a song to it, and recording and then editing that. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I think it was 3 videos a week or something. I don't know. It was like a grind that I killed myself doing that shit. And I didn't make no actual music because I was just like day and night working on this shit.
Yeah, like little 30-second snippets at a time. And we'll have to keep going. And then you see that people are posting 3 a day. And everyone's like, you have to post 3 a day to get traction. And I was like, you know what? TikTok is just...
Have you heard of The Matrix?
The Matrix?
Yeah, like, you know how we're like living in a matrix?
I feel that way.
Have you heard of it though? Like, have you heard of like, oh yeah, there's a conspiracy theory. Some people thinking like we're living in a matrix.
Is it through TikTok?
No, I'm just saying like in general. But
in general?
Yes. Yeah. But I'm saying that to say that like TikTok kind of like shined that, you know, that statement a little bit more, or like, you know, more in general. And I was like, wow, because like I told you, when I was in my TikTok, I just scroll and it passed 2 hours. You know, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, and it's like 10-second videos. You think they're just 10-second videos, but then 100, you know, swipes later is an hour later.
Doesn't even feel like 100 swipes later either. It's crazy. Yeah. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Crazy as fuck.
So it's almost like an addiction.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. I remember, I mean, shit, sometimes even now, I'd be like checking my phone and I'm like, why am I checking my phone right now, bro? No, let me not do that.
Like the ghost notifications where you feel like it's vibrating and you take it out and you're like, oh, no one texts me.
Literally. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not gonna lie, that's really weird. And when I was a kid, I was like, nah, it doesn't really happen to me, because I had classes that you can't even pull your phone out or you'll go to detention. And, you know, that was kind of what, you know, kept me in a, you know, not addictive to my phone. But now that I'm out of high school, no, I don't have nobody to be like, oh, don't be in your phone. But I'm in my phone, like, you know what I mean? At the same time, like, I post videos and shit all the time, so, but yeah.
It's crazy. I was like the opposite. Like, as soon as you tell me not to do something in high school, like, I'm going to do it. So they're like, no phones in class.
Bitch, who are you?
But, like, after, like, I got out of high school, I was kind of like, the phone thing's kind of trash. Cause, like, you know, high school, like, everyone, like, is Snapchatting each other. And, like, I barely used Instagram in high school, too.
Yeah.
Like, I literally started getting serious on Instagram, like, maybe, like, this year. Like, 2022. Well, at the end of 2021, because that's when I recorded Josh Gluck's EP. That's when I was like, okay, I need to start getting serious on this Instagram thing, because, like, I could get some opportunities. But I really, like, after high school, like, I really don't use my phone a lot. Like, I deleted Snap. Like, I like not, because Snapchat gave me so much anxiety. And, like, not having
like social media in general.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Instagram, I feel like it's kind of, in my opinion, it's tame, because, like, people aren't posting every 5 seconds about their life on Instagram. It's like...
Well, why Snapchat gave you anxiety?
I don't know how to explain it. It was just like a very toxic environment. It's like... It felt like... I only used it in the latter years. Like, I only used it just for the memories. But then I'm like, why am I living in the past looking at all these cool memories that, like, I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, you know? I mean, some of them are cool, but I share those memories with my friends. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just delete it, because there's no need for me to, I don't know. It felt like a kid's thing, and I was like, I want to just
it felt childish.
Respectfully. If you still use Snapchat, like, I'm not saying you're a child, but in my own opinion, I was like, I can't, it makes me feel like
childish.
Social media gives me anxiety.
I mean, I feel you, yeah. I mean, people, you know, showing you their best parts of their day throughout the day, and they doing that again and again and again, because your post is going to be gone in 24 hours.
Yeah, every day. Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit. And then you have 100 people trying to show you the best parts of their day.
Yeah.
And you're just, like, swiping, seeing the best parts of the day. It's like, fuck, bro.
Yeah, and then, like, the whole, like, actually snapping, because, like, Instagram stories is low-key the same thing. But it's also the fact that, like, you see someone's story and then they're sending you a picture of their face and, like, what they're doing. And it's like Be Real. You know what Be Real is?
I think so.
It's like, I never got into it, but I found out about it, like, a couple months ago.
What is it, though?
It's like, you get a notification on your phone that says it's time to do a Be Real, and then you take a pic, like, your front camera takes a selfie, and then your back camera takes a picture of what's going on.
And, like, a year later, you'll have, like, a clip.
Yeah, I guess.
Of, like, a second every day. I didn't even know there's so, like, at the end of the year, you get, like, a clip of every second that you did, and it's like a 2-minute video of how you look every day or something like that. I mean,
that would be cool but like a cool 2009 YouTube video about like your hair transformation. Right? But like, yeah, but the Snapchat thing, that does sound kind of cool. But I would not do that just for a 2-minute video of that. But it's just the snapping people. I was like, I'm done. Like, if you want to, just text me.
Yeah.
Like, if you have my number, that means I like you. And if I don't have your number, then like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you. And I feel you. I also like. I mean, I'm the same. I'm in the same page. Like, I like talking to people, and I feel like texting and calling, you get rid of that human interaction, and that human interaction is what makes us humans. Mm-hmm. So if you take that out of a human being, you're fighting against yourself in a way.
Right.
I don't know, but I see that you are performing some live shows. So like you were saying, how'd you get into that? Like, were you performing your whole life?
Yes. So, I think my first live performance was New Year's Eve. I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old going into the New Year. I played at a bar with a lady named Betty Fox. She's a jazz blues singer. Her boyfriend at the time was Selwyn Birchwood, amazing blues guitarist. He's in like Germany right now for some shows. So I don't know. I haven't talked to him in years. But that was my first show ever. It was in downtown Sanford at a bar. And then after that, my parents were like, before that, my parents were like, you have to do the talent show. So like 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, they were like, you have to do the talent show. Yeah. Like, you have to pick a song and you have to do it.
Yeah.
So I would be like in an auditorium sweating my balls off because like I'm up here by myself playing in front of all these kids and I'm a kid myself. So that got me like over the stage fright. I was playing at a very young, getting forced. I can say it now. I was forced to play these talent shows and get up on stage and pick a song and dress up like the person and play with the backing track, which made me like now like I'm not.
Did you want to do it? Like
no,
like at all.
Like it was.
But was it the anxiety of like going up there, or you didn't like making music, or like
it was just like I would ask Leo like I'd be like, Leo, the talent show's coming. My parents want me to play something, and he'd be like, okay. Well, what do you want to play? He's Venezuelan, so he's like, well, what do you want to play? I can't do a Venezuelan accent. He sounded awesome though.
Yeah.
But like we would learn a song, and then like I'd practice it over and over and over again, and then like I go up on stage, and I'm like, I really don't want to do this because number one, I'm anxious. Number two, like I have to play this, and then the next day I got to see all these people, and everyone always be like, saw you up on stage, like yeah, shut up. Like,
what do you mean, like talent show?
In middle, but it was middle school, so it was when people were getting judged, right,
left and right,
and I didn't look like how I do now. I was really short, and I was really awkward looking, and I was holding this big guitar, and
probably
like,
bigger than you,
and I just looked weird, and I don't regret doing it now. I'm glad that my parents were like, you're going to do it. And I'm like, no. They're like, shut the hell up. You're going to play on the stage because you got to, if you want to play guitar, like you can't play in your room your whole life.
Yeah.
So they've really kind of burst my bubble. That, and I did a lot of speaking as a
big,
child.
Bro. That's fucking humongous, honestly.
Yeah, like my parents made me talk in front of people too. Like in front of like the church, I would have to like give sermons in front of like I went to
an audience.
I was talking in front of people for like a long time, and then the music was a whole new thing because it's like I'm not using my voice, I'm using my guitar in front of all these people. So then it's like it's a different kind of thing. But my first real show was with a reggae band called the Swamp Donkeys, who are not around anymore. However, I got that gig because I taught myself piano, keyboard, and they needed a keyboard player. So I joined that band, and maybe for like a year, I was playing keyboards in the band. And then towards like the end of the Swamp Donkeys run, I was playing guitar and keyboards. And then that band kind of broke up. So then it was like me, my bass player, my saxophone player / guitarist, and our drummer. We kind of made a little band. And so I kind of got my chops playing live. We were playing at this brewery called Atlanta Brewing. It's gone now. It's fucking gone. Shout out to that place when it was still there.
It sounds cool.
Not the new place, but the old place.
Okay.
With all the OG people. But that's when I got my live chops. And then the big thing blew up was when Josh Gluck hit me up, and he was like, yo, like, play, like, I need a keyboard player. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it. Because my dad always told me, like, you got to pay your dues, you got to pay to ride. Yep. And I was down to do music. And then I recorded the EP with him, Josh Gluck, and then we did shows like So much fun, man. Shout out to those boys. We did shows in like Miami. We did shows in.
Wow.
Did we do shows in Tampa? We did a show in like St. Augustine. We didn't do a Gainesville. I didn't do a Gainesville show with them. I know we did like Miami. We did a lot here. Like we played Celine. We did Will's Pub. Did we play Will's Pub? Don't remember. We played a lot of shit. Anyway,
you said you were 14 at this time?
No. This is 2021. Like I'm moving really fast.
Gotcha.
Like 14 was when talent show, and then like maybe I was like, I like waited a long time. Then 17, 18 was when I joined the Swamp Donkeys as a keyboard player, and then like COVID happened, and then like I was 19 when I was in Josh Gluck, and then we played Okeechobee.
Okay.
And like that was huge. Like,
what's
playing
that?
The festival, Okeechobee Fest in South Florida. It's like this big like. It's like a big not EDM festival, but like it's kind of like EDC, except that there's more like live. There's more bands rather than
instead
like,
of just one guy.
Yeah, instead of like a DJ, there's like more band-esque. But like we played that, and that was like huge. We weren't like on a main stage. Like we were on one of the side stage from Insomniac sponsored the stage, and like that was a really cool experience. And then. That was this year.
How long ago?
Okeechobee was like March 3rd, 2nd through 3rd or something like that. And then right after that, there's a festival called The Fringe, which is like a theater thing. And I won an award for Best Musical Performance, which for like the past 10 or 15 years of Fringe has only been given to singers. And this was the first time they've ever given it to an instrumentalist. And it's because in the show, it was like a country western show. I played guitar and keyboard. The show, so like the first half of the show, I played guitar, and the second half of the show, I played keyboard. And everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
And then from there, this is all this year. And then from there, maybe like that was like in May. So Orchestra was in March, and then May I did that, and then like July I was in this 1920 speakeasy type vibe. Where I played guitar for that. Like I had to walk down some stairs. I was on a rotating platform. And then that ended. And then once that ended, I was like, damn, like, what am I going to do now? And then I got hit up for the SeaWorld thing. So like this year, like this is like...
Who hit you up from the SeaWorld? Like a person?
Yeah, so someone saw me from Fringe. And they were like, yo, like that shit was really cool. You should audition for this. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, no. You got to audition for it. Like not you should, you have to.
Yeah.
And then I did, and then I saw like the judges, and I was like, oh my god, like I know some of you guys. And then afterwards, I talked to them once I got the gig, and they were all like, yeah, we saw you at Fringe, like you were amazing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. And then like this year, and then like until like now there's nothing going on for me right now. Like I'm actually in a Christmas band right now called the Yelbs. We got a couple shows happening in the next week. And then up until December, we got some shows going on. It's like literally like I felt like I was in a box playing. I spent my whole life playing guitar, and then I get in my band playing keyboards, and then like around the community, I'm known as the keyboard guy.
Do you like that or no?
No, I was like I'm a guitar player
at first
playing keyboard. I'm not a piano player, keyboard player playing guitar.
That's exactly what I feel when people say. You're a videographer. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I can do it and I'm good at it, but doesn't mean I'm a videographer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's like you're this who can do this, not this who can do this.
Yeah.
And people don't know that because like they didn't see it. They don't know. They just see what they see and they make assumptions.
Yeah.
So it was really great to like get back to what I normally do and have people go like, oh, so he is a guitar player. And it's like, and
he is a good one by that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
No, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am. Yeah.
I'm letting you know, bro. You're good. You're good.
Thank you. Yes. But that was like the main thing. And there's opportunities coming up now for like I really like I don't even because I used to post videos of me playing piano. Videos of me playing piano on my Instagram. I shut that shit down. I was like,
did you take them out? You take them down or no?
Well, I think I took a couple of them down. There's like I looked at my reels the other day, like you know how you can like hide your reels in your reels tab.
Archive them.
Yeah. Like I have so many videos on Instagram that I didn't even realize I had, and it was so cringe. Like all the videos,
like from like old,
and like the different angles that I would use, like they're so cringe. Like the videos I do now are like way better, but like I was like, ugh.
You're also learning. You know what I mean?
Yes,
trust me.
But it's so bad.
Oh no! At that point, just delete them and then start freshly with a new page.
Yeah, I took them off my main page, and I just like I archived them, and then I put them in the Reels tab. But like I went through them the other day, and I was just like, ugh.
You have a bunch of them.
I do. I've been doing that since 2020. Like since 2020, like I've been posting Reels on Instagram, and I've deleted a lot of them. But like I started off by doing a lot of piano stuff. That's why I got hit up for the studio. Or Herc hit me up for the studio. But I got hit up to go, and like I was known as a piano guy up until this year.
Yeah.
Like I even did a gig playing in a Megadeth show, which is like thrash metal on bass. Like not even any guitar gigs I got hired for. I got hired to play bass before I got hired to do a guitar show. So,
damn,
it's been
so you just have to get. I mean, you just have to get your foot in, I don't know. I guess you have to get your foot in first, and then you can get the rest of your body in.
Yes, because I realized like posting those videos won't make people hire you as a guitarist. Like you got to be there in person, in front of someone, and then be like, "Look what I can do," and then they're like, "Whoa,
yeah,
come on board." Because like the videos only do so much. I realized the videos get you notoriety, but in order to get the gig, you gotta show up and you gotta play in front of someone.
True.
So I realized that's where it stands. Mm-hmm. So I record the videos, and if I think of something cool in my head, I'll post something cool. I won't even care about if it blows up or not, because it probably won't. I just care about if someone does find my profile, like someone goes like, "Hey, you gotta check this kid out," and they look at my profile, they see what they need to see, and then they call me in, and it's like, "Oh, well, I've been preparing because I've been playing live gigs." Like, while these other people are recording videos all day, like, no. Like, I've been working my ass off trying to play, so I won't be cold fingers nervous in front of, like, the real people.
Yeah.
And now at this point, I'm just, there's a couple of things going on. Like, I might get some cruises booked, something like that.
That's
like,
pretty
I
cool,
might...
Congrats on the award, by the way. I didn't say that shit. That's pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
I mean, to be the first, like you said, to be the first musician.
Yeah.
Or you're an instrument player.
Yeah.
Getting a musician award.
Yeah. It was for, like, singers.
Yeah, or that. Pretty cool, bro. Pretty cool.
But I missed the award ceremony because I didn't think I was going to win. And I got a call from...
damn, bro.
The music director / producer and one of our singers. And they were like, "Where the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "In bed." And they're like, "You just won the fucking award for Fringe. Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they FaceTime me, and they're holding up the award. My name's spelled wrong. It's LYNX.
Wow.
And my name is LYNX. And it was my fault because my Instagram at the time
it said that
was LYINX because I was trying to be cool or something. Yeah. And I was like, I knew I was going to regret that. But I was like, hey, listen, I got the award. It was cool. I didn't show up to it. But that's what made people realize, like, oh, he's a guitarist.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful that I got asked to do that.
That's pretty cool, bro. That's really cool. Have you ever won an award before that for music in general? For music?
No.
So that was like a big thing for you? In your eyes, how'd you take that?
I mean, like, I feel like I'm too humble, so I'm really kind of, like, cool. Like, if you think I deserve it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's cool to, like, be known. Like, the award, whatever. It's cool when, like,
the recognition.
When people walk up to me sometimes and they're like, hey, like, you're the guy from Bullock and the Bandits, right? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, like, you're a phenomenal musician. Like, that means more to me than an award. Like, obviously, I would like to get, like, a Grammy or something, you know? But, like, the awards, to me, is kind of like a thank you for participating. That's what the awards are. Because that's my first music award. So, that to me, that felt like, from the Fringe, they're like, thank you for joining us. So, here's a piece of paper that says, like, you're good, you know? So, I was like, oh, well, you're welcome, but thank you for having me. So it was more of like that kind of thing, like humbly, like, thank you. type deal.
I
wasn't like gassed. Like, I wasn't like, oh.
Where you're like, oh,
is it?
True.
Yeah, I was like, can I go back to sleep now? Like,
wow,
Pick it up. I'll pick it up like whenever I pick it up.
Yeah.
Just let me know when the next shows are. Because that's all I just care about playing. To be honest, I'm just here for. The
music. That's the claps are more worth it than than the bills or whatever. I feel you.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like a band person. I've never really been in a band. Because you say you've been in a band and then you went to another band. And you went to another band. I heard like whenever bands break up, it's like a whole dramatic thing. Is that a thing? Or like, or is it normal to kind of like join different bands?
No. I would say I will speak for the Atlanta community. Like, there's a lot of, so everyone is so tightly knit here. Well, I will say that. Everyone here is so like tightly knit in a sense where, and this also happens, where unless you were like the 1975 or you were like the something, like a band, most of the time, like if someone is sick, they're going to call a reserve and be like, yo, hop on this gig with us. So like a band is a band, but to be honest, we're all just like a community where like, let's say like,
it's like a producer and an artist. Like you guys make music together, but it doesn't mean like you'll make music with another person.
Yeah, like you'll go out and like play gigs here and play gigs here and play gigs there. But like when you get the call, you'll play with them. Yeah. Or if you're sick,
they'll call someone else.
You'll call like someone
friend
else.
Or someone else. Yeah,
like, yo, can you fill in?
So I guess it's more dramatic whenever you're like in the public's eye and you're like AC/DC and they break up type shit.
Oh yeah.
So I guess like that's why it's more dramatic then. But I feel you. That's really cool. That's
it's
really
the
cool.
downfall of bands. It's only artists now, which we go back to the beginning of the podcast. There's only artists, only singers. People think that the people with the mic, that's it. It's them. It's Charlie Puth.
Yeah, it's sad. Like, it's sad, honestly.
Which means that his band. Charlie Puth's probably been touring with the same band for like since
probably ever, maybe.
Yeah, since
Michael Jackson's drummer.
Yeah,
now he's getting recognition because he got some like clout off of TikTok and like they're like, oh wow, right? And they're like, oh wow, he's cool, and he was Michael Jackson's drummer, but he was drumming with Michael Jackson for I think his whole like solo career.
Yeah, I think he joined like during like the Thriller tour, like before Thriller or something like that. But
it was really interesting because that man is incredibly fucking talented, and he never got the attention, nowhere close as the attention that Michael Jackson did.
Yeah, and the thing that's like messed up is that like someone like him, like you're good, right? But like if you're sick on tour, like they're gonna get a replacement because the show must go on. And that's the same for the community here. Like, if a bass player is sick or if a guitarist is, well, Lord forbid a guitarist, if you're the main guitarist, but like a keyboardist is sick or a drummer is sick or like someone gets another gig and you can't swing it. Like, people always get calls to do stuff and like fill in for this. Like, can you fill in for that? Can you fill in for that?
What has been the craziest fill-ins that you have to do, that you had to do?
I'm really not the fill-in guy. Like people don't. It's either people call me to be in the gig at first, or they don't call me at all.
Okay, sure.
Like people aren't like. LYNX is my second option. Yeah. I don't want to be that.
Yours was first. I feel you. No.
Yeah, no. Like if you're gonna call me to do something, it's because like you wanted me to do it, not like LYNX is my last option. I guess I got to go with LYNX. Like no.
But it's never happened that like someone got in a car accident or like someone got in family or something, and you have to like
Lord forbid. But like that's low key what I thought. Like for a while, for the longest time, like because I wanted to go on tour with someone big. Like I wanted to go on like arena tours with someone, right? Like I wanted someone to be like, like we're in town, we're in Orlando. Our guitarist just got the COVID, and he's got to fly back to wherever for like a week. We need someone to play these dates, and then I hop on board. Like that is like the dream.
As a guitarist, is that the dream?
Well, the dream is just to play on a big stage. I can speak for myself. The dream, I know a lot of people who will agree with me on this. It's like standing there and then seeing the sea of people, and then like you just feel it's just the rush. It's just like you get this like adrenaline where like all you want to do is just jump and kick shit and like break your guitar and like do crazy stuff. Like it's a really great feeling. And like that's what like I love watching live videos. Like, that is my shit. Like, I will sit and I will watch a whole concert full of people and go like, I want to do that so bad. Mm-hmm. That's the dream.
Who's your favorite performers as of now?
Oh, as of like now?
Yeah. Not in order, just like, you know.
Like,
or even you can say people back then that even still inspire you now. Elton John even inspires me now. Like, holy shit, his performances.
Yeah.
Back then, same
he's selling. Yeah, he was selling. He's still.
I mean, yeah, he's. Yeah, that man is in a fucking blueprint for shows and tours. Honestly.
I know you like that video where he's on like the Roomba.
Oh, bro,
and he's like going around the stage.
Oh my god, I just thought about that. That's incredible.
Yeah, he's just
this man's like playing a piano that's moving in stage, and I was like, what?
I never saw that either. I saw it and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that is so creative, and I love that when you go outside the box. Like, why not make the piano move by itself? Okay, like
yeah,
like whoever said that idea, like props to them. You know what I mean?
Probably got a raise and a lot of money.
Maybe. Yo, they deserve it though. They deserve it for sure.
I think the biggest one for me now, because like I like Queen. Queen has always been like my rock, and then Prince has always been my rock as well.
What about Hendrix?
Yeah.
Not really?
He's cool. No, like, because in my talent show, like, I played Voodoo Child, Slight Return, but like that, I have respect for Hendrix. He changed the game forever.
How did?
But
in
terms of my technique,
really?
he was the guy. Like, he was a sex icon. He sang and he changed the way. Like, he put a fuzz and a Marshall, turned it up to 10 with a like. He created an amazing wave of music during the 60s. Like with Cream, with like Clapton, and like where the Beatles were kind of going in, and like the Stones were like getting in, and then all of a sudden he's like, nah, like I'm here, like I'm not making the blues like how these white boys are doing it. Like I'm gonna put some fuzz on this, and like, oh man, I know Ginger Baker was his drummer, but I forgot what his bassist name was. But yeah, in terms of like Mount Rushmore guitarist for just in general, he's on there. But for me and my technique and like how I would like to play guitar, like he's not someone that I like. I don't know if people would get mad at, but like I look at guitarists like more recent, because like yeah, he did some cool stuff, but like
I mean I have no idea. I just remember that he's like one of the first left-handed guitarists that like did it big, and I was like, wow, interesting, cool. Did you see the movie of his life?
With Andre 3000?
Yes.
I did not.
Bro, a lot of people haven't seen that movie, which is impressive because Andre 3000 is the main lead of that movie, which is impressive also because, like,
I just saw a clip. I saw a clip.
Me too. I saw, like, trailer and shit.
And, like, he was playing and people, like, making fun of, like, how bad it looked when he was playing guitar. I'm like, oh, he's not a guitarist.
Did it look bad?
I don't remember, but I know I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you for sure.
No, I feel you. I mean, it is hard to like pick up on something that's like fucking years of learning and perfecting. Yeah. A lifetime of perfection.
Like he played with the fucking Isley Brothers. Like that man has been he's been paying his due diligence for a long time, playing guitar for like other people before he was like himself.
Yeah.
So like he's like, props to him on that. But me personally, like I'm not looking up to him as a guitarist in terms of technique.
Who are some people that you kind of like look up to?
Randy Rhoads was the guy who made me go like, I want to do this shit for a living. To be honest,
that's your guy.
Like that
for me, it's Logic, but I feel you. You like him?
I mean, yeah, like he's retired. Bro. He's retired now. He's out the game. He's out the game now.
No pressure.
No pressure. Push him down. No, but
but yeah,
yeah.
What's his name? Randy
Rhoads.
What does he do? A guitarist?
Yeah, so he played for Quiet Riot. His span of being famous was like 3 years, but he was known in the not underground scene, but like in LA, he played with Quiet Riot. And then Ozzy Osbourne got kicked out of Black Sabbath. So what Ozzy Osbourne did was he was like, "Oh, well, I need to make a band." Uh-huh. And everyone was like, "You gotta check this." Like, it's like the dream guitarist story. Everyone was like, "You gotta check this kid out."
Yeah,
this is this kid in California. He's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
And Ozzy Osbourne calls him up, and then Randy does the audition, and then Randy created the Blizzard of Oz, and then Diary of a Madman, and then died in a plane accident after those 2 albums came out. So those are the only 2 albums that he is on. Well, there might be a Quiet Riot album, but like in terms of him creating like his
to the
own
public
shit,
eye.
like, and then he dies, which is very tragic. But like in terms of like,
how old was he when he passed? Was he young? Was he
in
old?
his 20s?
Damn.
Yeah, mid 20s, late 20s, I think. He was really young.
Yeah.
But his story, not him dying, obviously, which is tragic, but like the story of him being like in this band, and then he just gets the call like, "Hey man, like drop everything. Ozzy fucking Osbourne wants you to be in his band."
Yeah.
It's like that's the dream. Like
I
having
mean, someone
be like, "I want you in my band."
I feel like that's the comma. That's chapter 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like those stories are so exciting. Like getting a call or like, someone notices you and finally like all you've been working for, there it is.
Pays
like
off,
that
yeah.
Exactly. It's so fucking cool.
That's what even no matter if you're a guitarist or not, like rapper, musician, producer, like everyone just wants to be heard. Everyone wants their voice to be heard and someone to be like, I want that.
Yeah.
Because you sound awesome.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's the dream for like all of us, to be honest.
No, that's true. That is true, bro. That is true. What is the difference, I guess, from like, just give me a quick run through of like the different string instruments, because I know there's guitar and bass and ukulele, and is it the same? I know some have like a bunch of fucking strings. I know some have like 3 strings. Which ones do you also know how to play?
Well, ukulele is an interesting one. I never learned how to play ukulele, but like I'm sure I could pick it up and just like figure it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, like ukulele is an easy.
I figured
instrument.
it out.
Yeah, ukulele is an easy instrument. Like no bash.
No, I figured.
People can create some beautiful stuff on anything. So
correct.
But I mostly stick with like 6-stringed instruments. Maybe I'll go to 4, like a bass, or mostly guitar. I've always wanted to play like something like a cello or like a bass or like a violin, just to see it, just to try it out. I've never ever done it, but I would love to do it just to
experiment. And so you did it. I feel you.
But I would never. Yeah, I'm sticking with string instruments, and like I want to play like a harpsichord and like an organ. So like all those string pluck instruments like are cool. The only thing that I really need to do is I need to cop like a 7-string or an 8-string guitar.
Damn, bro.
And like get them fat gent chugs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
trying to think about like how that would look. That's incredible.
Oh, the necks are like that.
Yeah, I've tried to like learn guitars here and there, but it's something that you can't just pick up every once a weekend or whatever. It's something you have to be like every day.
Yeah, every day for like at least 4 hours. You have to play that thing, because if you skip a day,
you'll notice a difference.
Up. Yeah. Especially if you're like learning something. Like I got big on technique by learning solos, which a lot of like technique guitarists will understand. Like you find your guys and you learn like all their solos. So like Nuno Betancourt, I learned like almost all of his solos. And if you miss a day, you miss 1 day of practicing that solo, you're done. Yeah. It's like you're starting from ground zero. It's like you forget to press save on your beat.
You're built. Damn, bro, that is a perfect analogy.
And then you come back, and all you have to do is listen. Like you just have like the audio, but you don't have what you have, and you're just like, "Fuck, how did I make it?"
Yeah, damn.
That's what it's like if you don't practice for a day. To be honest, it's bad.
So you've been making music, or like you've been on guitars and practicing on this skill or craft for like your whole life.
Yeah, like 15 years.
What is something that you like can say that you've learned with that journey? Because I know that I've been kind of doing something too for like a couple years and just focus on it every single day, and that I've gained discipline. I've gained a lot of things. What are some things that I think you would pick up on?
Discipline for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
The music only takes you so far, because like you can be a phenomenal anything and be an asshole, and no one wants to work with you. And like just being in like not the rooms, because like I feel like when you say like the rooms, just like I'm in the room with Beyonce, but like just in general, like you're just talking to people and seeing how things are flowing. It's like you just have to be genuine and like a really nice person. So the music's one thing. Like obviously you have to be good, but like it's about like your character and your discipline to the craft. So then you can just be like relaxed and chill. That's kind of like what I've learned.
I feel you. Do you consider yourself as a working hard worker, or like obviously everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I'm a hard worker, but like actually like,
I'm working
like
hard.
I said, you've been doing this shit for like years, so I definitely admire the grind and the hustle towards something, because you have something that a lot of people don't, which is that that fire within, and that patience within. A lot of people don't have that. To do something for 15 years, I mean, props for sure. Because I know there's been days that I'm like, shit, I mean, nothing has happened. Like, why am I still doing this? But then the next day I wake up and I'm like, oh, wait, I do it because I love it. So everything after that is just extra. You know what I mean? So, yeah, props for that shit, bro.
And, like, you're still trying to get better. Like, it's not even, like, 15 years and, like, you're done. It's, like...
You just started. Like, you know, it takes you this long to
barely start.
To get in, like, the starting line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
like,
then
the gun
you
hasn't
start.
even been shot yet to go, like, yo, it's time to,
You've
like,
been
really
putting
do
your
it.
shoes on throughout the 15 years. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, that's also hard because you were a little kid trying to, you know, learn life plus learning a whole skill of guitars. But I feel like that's also, you know, it helps you because when you learn something at those early stages, it gets, you know, imprints in your mind a lot more.
Yes.
Like I did Taekwondo, and today when I was like, you know, hitting the back because I boxed and shit, I tried some like techniques of like kicks that I used to do back in the day. Like I'm talking about when I was like 12, and I still had it within me. And I was like, oh wow, I guess because I did it at that age, it's still in my mind. And
it's like riding a bike. Like you'll never forget because like of when you learned it, and it's cool to like do it all and like just I mean, like no matter what you do, like having the journey and then being like no matter what I can come back to it, because like my dad used to tell me like even if you're homeless, like if you have a guitar, like you just walk in anywhere and put a bucket down and just start playing.
That is true.
And then start singing, trying to sing, start yelling something.
I mean, someone's gonna listen.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna throw something in there if
That's
you're there long enough.
I mean, there's been a lot of times that's the story of someone's come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a good example of that is
there's this one girl, I forgot. Like, I mean, she is ginormous now, but she started in the streets, I think of London or like somewhere out there, and she was just
maybe, I don't know. She plays guitar though.
Yeah, and I remember she was like playing guitar and like singing, and there was like a really big video, and then years later she's like a ginormous music video and stuff. But I don't know, something like that.
Oh my god, I forgot what his name is. Billy Joel did that. He's from New York. Billy Joel, he would play in you'd play in bars and he'd just play piano. It's like a piano player in bars. Yeah. And like he didn't write his own music. Well, he kind of like wrote his own music, but like that's where Piano Man came from. Like it's a song by him playing in a bar and no one would really notice, and some drunk people are like, "Sing us a song, Piano Man. Come on."
Really?
And he blew up because like he was just doing that type of stuff. So
that's really, really cool.
It's like, the come up story is just amazing because it's different for everyone.
So that's I was telling my mom this. You can always tell someone's success story. You can always tell it backwards, like how someone came up, but you can never tell it forwards. You know what I mean?
Explain that. What do you mean?
Meaning, like, if you connect the dots of someone's success story, you can always be like, oh, yeah, he came from this person and then this person. But you can never be like, yeah, tomorrow someone's going to call you and be like, this is your chance. So you can never tell it forward, but you can always tell it backwards.
Yeah, and that's the crazy.
Which is a beautiful thing.
It's crazy and beautiful, and like just shows you how number one, how small this world is. Yeah. Because all of a sudden you go like, oh, you remember that guy? Like, well, that guy knows a guy who knows me, and all of a sudden you're like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like you get those calls, and you're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so and so, so. You never know.
That is true.
That's why I keep posting on Instagram and stuff like that, because it's like you never know who's going to see your shit.
100%. 100%.
You never know.
There's this one company that like hit me up from Spain. They're like a startup company of like I don't know, this thing for musicians, like an app or something, and they were offering me like money to like make a video, and I'm like, because they saw a video of mine that I did like a year ago, and I'm like, what the fuck, like, that's bro, awesome. I mean, yeah, and I'm thankful for that, but it's just random as fuck. I'm like, what, a video I did a year ago, and I don't even do those videos anymore. So I was like, I mean, I don't really do those videos anymore, so like, but still, like, I never was expecting for that. So it's just crazy. You never know what's gonna come your way, and like that'll be your opportunity.
Yeah, I wish people would hit
like
me up
how that
that.
SeaWorld stuff happened. That shit was pretty cool, bro.
Yeah,
that's pretty
was
cool.
not expecting like to get a like. They're like, no, it's corporate, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how you can't go to SeaWorld? I'm like,
also corporate is big money, bro.
Yeah, well,
I used to do catering. I used to do catering for food, and every time we used to do corporate events, we used to get tipped. We used to get tipped like a fuck ton of money. Sometimes, actually, I think no, I was incorrect. People like home people do, but still, like they threw these big parties. Like I don't know, they would spend like $10,000-$20,000 in the parties. So yeah, you definitely.
It's crazy to see and kind of be like, oh dang, like
just be like an extra in there because it looks like a Batman movie scene, you know? Like you just see Batman walking around with like a champagne glass or something. But yeah, it's definitely crazy. Just looking at my notes, I have a really interesting question. What is a big L or like one of the biggest L's that you would like to share that turned into a lesson in your life? Take your time because, like, you know,
there's a lot.
That's like 20 years of fucking, you know.
I've taken a lot of L's.
Yeah. I mean, success comes L's. With success comes L's, yeah.
I would honestly say, like, my biggest, like, lesson learned, like, from L to W, it's just, like, recently. Because, I mean, like, there's a lot of L's I've taken that really didn't, like. Yeah, well, there's a couple of L's I will not share. Yeah. But the big one, in my opinion, was. Like it was slacking when I was in the band I played with Okeechobee with Josh Clark. Like I was slacking, really. Like I was slacking musically in what I was doing. Like I wasn't really taking like the piano shit serious, and like being in the band, I wasn't really taking it serious. And like I got a call from him, and he was like, "Come on, dude! Like you're not taking this shit serious." And then, which ultimately led to like me leaving. And I felt like shit because I was like, damn, because like I was with them for a good minute, you know, like they were my brothers. Like there's no ill will to any of them, you know, we're still friends and stuff like that. But I was really like, damn, like I hate letting people down, and I was like I felt like shit. I was like, I just let all my boys down right there because like I wasn't taking my craft seriously, and I just thought I was like. Well, I wasn't taking it as serious as I thought I was, and it showed, obviously, because they're like, hey, like, we were listening to the recordings of the last couple of shows, and, like, you are not in it. You're not playing the right shit. And it's tough to think that you're a professional and then have professionals tell you, like, you're not being professional. And then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, like, it hurts differently.
Yeah. Like, it was, like, a big, like, it kind of fucked me up because I was like, what does that mean? Like... But then I realized, like when was that? That was literally, like, that was after that was, like, as soon as I finished that, like that conversation happened, I got a gig at this theater company, where I did, like, a 1920 speakeasy type guitar deal. And it was just like a lot of like I was like reading charts, playing a lot of chords. Like I had like 2 solos, 2 features, but like it still kind of like was fucking me up. I was like, dang, like
it was still in the back of your head.
Yeah, because I don't like I'm working on that, trying to like let the past stay in the past and like realize like the only thing you can do is apologize, but be better in the future. And then because like I went to one of their shows like after all that happened. And, like, I saw them all. I said what's up to them all. And I was like, because like, he was just putting together a tour. And I left. And then he got the tour. And I was like, I was happy he got the tour and stuff like that. But once I accepted, like, the L. And I was like, you know what? Like, it maybe just wasn't meant to be or whatever. I got the call for the Monster something. And they were like, you're in. So, like, the L in terms of, like, lesson. Like, that's what it is. It's like a lot of like mental warfare with me because like I try not to put myself in physical situations like that, but it's like a battle within your own head. Yeah, and like wanting to be good at everything, but it's like you can't do everything. Yeah, facts, trust. And so like the L comes from trying to do everything at once and not focusing on something. And then therefore you suffer. It's like a team sport. You suffer, everyone else suffers around you. Yeah. And that was the lesson learned. It was like, okay, like, if you're gonna do something, do it, and don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and do this at the same time. It's like, no. Like, do what you need to do, but like, make sure you're focused 100% on that. So that was the lesson I learned recently, where it kind of made me more honed in on what I need to do and practice more and practice with a purpose. That's a big thing too.
Practice with a purpose. What do you mean by that?
Like, practice with like the intent of how you either want your music to be like listened to as, or like how you want to view yourself. Like, I practice guitar sitting down to warm up, but like I will do like an hour or 2 hours standing playing, because it's like, I'm not gonna be sitting down on a fucking stage playing guitar. Like, no, I'm gonna be standing playing guitar.
So you want to like warm up your whole body and like how you would actually do it.
like you practice
you practice like you would perform.
Yeah. So you stand. So like you warm up sitting down, whatever, you do your warm ups, and then maybe you fuck around, but ultimately you stand up and play the same things, but so you're more comfortable standing up and playing, because like that's a big, like that was a big thing. Like, you sit down and play, and then like you go in a gig, and then all of a sudden the whole guitar feels different because it's like you're standing.
Yeah. So I feel like, I mean, that's very true. Also, like, your blood is not like evened. Like, now your blood is like going down, gravity. There's a lot of factors. Now there's a weight with the gravity, because you know, it's strapped around your.
And plus, like, everyone's looking at you, so like you can't just be standing there like a mook on a stick. Like, you gotta move around and stuff. Like, you gotta think about all that while you're trying to play the right stuff. It's beneficial to just like practice with a purpose and like see yourself, just envision where you want to be as you practice or whatever you do. Like, if you're just doing whatever, just go like, in my mind, I'm here.
When you practice, you close your eyes?
Sometimes if I'm really feeling like
the music. What do you look at? Because like you practice, or you're like when you practice by yourself, let's say.
Oh, it's like I mostly just like you look at the wall and like reality, you look at the wall, or like you look at your hands, but like you just think.
I mean, I feel like when you get in that mode, you stop looking at things and you start looking within your brain, like,
exactly.
You know?
Yes.
So you can look at a wall, but you're not looking at it. You're just like looking at your ideas, like a mirror.
What,
you know?
You're like, what if I was looking at like I was doing this way? Like, it's more like, what if I'm standing on a fucking 30-foot stage in front of like 10,000 people?
True.
Playing with someone who's more hyped than me, singing, you know, and then like I'm looking over and I'm seeing like my band, and everyone and stuff like that. Like, that's the kind of stuff. It's the best team sport. Playing live music is the best team sport, to be honest. It's really fun. I love it so much. It just sucks that I haven't had that real experience yet. Because all my shows have either been like me in a corner, or like I'm at a certain part of the stage where I'm in a corner where I can't move.
Like, you have like duct tape to tell you like where to go.
Yeah, well, my most recent one at SeaWorld was I was on a platform and I couldn't leave the platform, and everyone else is dancing and doing all that shit, and I'm just on a platform, which is fun, but like
at a certain point you would kind of want to move around because you're an artist.
Yeah, at a certain point, like I kind of wanted to just jump on the stage and like do some stuff, which I did. Yeah, kind of did, but more of just like I'm just waiting. I used to be not as patient as I am, but like now I'm just like I'm patiently waiting for the opportunity to rise and like
perfecting your skill. Meanwhile,
you gotta stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready.
You heard it here, bro. That's a quote right there for real. I like that.
That's what it comes down to.
So wrapping up this thing, what are some things that you have working on? You know, do you have anything on the works? Or
well, yes. So the you've been saying it. You've been calling me an artist. Like, I make music. Yes. From the moment I joined the studio and I realized that I could actually, because I used to always record everything on voice memos. Once I realized that I could get like Ableton and shit, I was like, oh my God, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll just play everything, which I did. And I wrote a lot of music, and I've been writing a lot of music over the years. But just recently now, I have come to the agreement and conclusion with myself, like over the past year and a half, 2 years, really since I've known you, that I'm going to be putting together an EP, and
that's exciting.
Going to be, it's not rap or pop or anything like that. Like, it's rock, to be honest. I'm making it with my bass player, and hopefully my drummer can hop on to record. Obviously, we haven't started the process yet, but like we have demos done for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've been in contact with people in terms of like, can we like record here and can we do this? And like, can we record live? So, do I know when it's going to come out? No.
But it's going to come out.
I do hope that, because I do have a couple of gigs, like a lot of gigs coming up at the end of this month and then like next month. So hopefully I can squeeze in some time to put like 3 days away and just like nothing but slave and get those songs done. So I'm thinking either an EP and a single or just like a 4 or 5 song EP.
True.
But 100% that music's going to get dropped in 2023 and it's going to happen. Whether it's by myself or with the squad that I want to drop it with, it's going to get dropped.
I feel you.
But other than that,
besides that, you're like performing anywhere that people can see you? This is probably going to come out next week. So,
next week.
If anybody's out there that probably is going to randomly go to this one show, hey, hop out there.
I mean,
or not like on the top of your head. You're just like,
I was looking at some of the flyers, but I was like, like a lot of the downtown area. Like, I mean, I post it like on my Instagram, shit like that. But like off the top of my head, like I don't really know.
Nah, I feel you, bro. No, I feel you.
I know that they're coming up in the next week. Like,
I mean, you have a fuck ton of them, so it's not like you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna have this and then this and then this and then this.
Yeah, like I do. I don't want to be like so.
No, yeah, right.
No,
I feel you. Do you have like an agent or is like just you?
No, it's just me.
Have you thought about getting an agent?
An agent would be cool. However, I've been thinking about like auditioning for like a management company.
Yeah,
it's kind of like how models sign to an agency or something. Like, I guess that's kind of what you're saying. I'm gonna get.
I mean, agency, and I guess
so. I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
but like as of right now, I don't think I need one.
Yeah.
If anything, I would need like a manager because like I'm so unorganized. It pisses me off how unorganized I am. So, if anything, I just want like a PA, a personal assistant, to just tell me what to do and just schedule shit for me and just tell me things to do. And I'm like, okay, like don't text me. Text my PA or text my manager if you need me or if you need something. That's what I really want. But like, I'm not on that level.
Yeah. I feel you.
But I would love to have that. That'd be awesome. That takes so much stress off of me.
Yeah, I feel like if everybody had a personal assistant, that would be fucking just the best thing ever.
Yeah. Be a lot of lazy people, but you know what? The world would be like, we would be like, text my assistant. Don't talk to me.
Right? Assistant. But I feel like at that point, you won't have like that, like I said, human interaction.
Yeah.
You would lose that.
Instead of texting through a phone, you're having a middleman.
A phone through that middleman, and then that middleman will talk to you.
Phone, and then I'm mad because I'm on my phone.
Right?
So.
No, I feel you. But what's your Instagram?
Oh, I always forget it. I've changed it so many times over the.
I'm gonna put it in the screen anyways.
Is it LYNX? I always forget. LYNX, like the cat or the bus.
Yeah.
No, there's no I in LYNX.
I feel you, bro. I don't know why they would like spell it like that because like when you say LYNX,
it's my fault because like I wanted to have LYNX as my bio, but obviously there's LYNX bus.
Yeah, I mean as a normal person, if I want to put a name in an award, I would kind of double check with the person.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
It was my fault because like they were like, is it LYNX? And like, well, let's look at his Instagram. And my Instagram said LYNX, and like, well, it has to be. And I was like, it's my fault. I should have put LYNX. I don't know why I was even trying to put that. Like, I was going through some weird stuff around that time because
you're in middle school. It happens, bro. It happens. I feel you. I mean, I don't know when you made your Instagram, but I feel you.
Oh yeah, it was LYNX throughout like all like 2020 to like 2020 to like this year. It was like LYNX, and then like was having this weird like identity shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm LYNX. My name is LYNX, LYNX. So why don't I just do it? So I was like, well, is it LYNX? Because everyone was like, well, is it LYNX or is it LYNX? So I was like, that's pretty cool. Is it LYNX? And then, like the cat of the bus. So don't, you know.
Don't overthink it. Don't
overthink it.
Don't add more letters in there.
Cat of the bus. It's simple. Yeah.
In that EP, are you going to be singing or?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No, there's a couple of songs I will be singing on and my bass player is going to be singing on. Unless we find like a really fire vocalist, which is pretty slim, it's going to be like a 3-piece type deal. Like a J-Rock.
True.
J-Rock, rock, 3-piece type stuff. Real just like take your shirt off, get in the mosh pit, get wild.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I'm excited to hear it. You should definitely like send it to me whenever you finish it.
Oh, I already know who I'm going to, like you guys, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The single is definitely getting sent to you.
I always ask this to the guests, the last question. What is a message to the world that you have? It doesn't have to be deep. It can be something funny. It can be anything. But just like, if you have something deep, go ahead. Just, before we go, what is a message for the people?
I mean, I would say the things that my mom and my dad used to tell me, like, you gotta, once you find your passion or what you want to do, first thing you gotta realize is you gotta pay to ride. So, like how I wanted to be a guitarist, or how I want to be a guitarist, like, there's hoops that you gotta jump through, but you gotta pay to ride, and then you gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Like, just simple, really.
I really like that. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Hell yeah.
Just perfect your craft, practice with a purpose, and just be a good human.
Yeah, really. That goes a long fucking way.
Don't be an asshole. Just like listen when you need to listen, talk when you need to talk. Don't try and be the man.
Yeah,
because you're probably not him.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
But yeah, just be humble and stuff.
Hell yeah.
This is awesome, though. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming by, bro.
Awesome. Yeah.
I appreciate you coming by. Hopefully, we'll have another one.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe whenever your album comes out or your EP or before that.
That'd be fun.
But yeah, bro.
This was cool.
Besides this, go follow him on his Instagram. His music coming out, EP soon. My music coming out soon as well. Besides that, yeah, hell yeah. You guys have a beautiful day. My name is LYNX, and my name is Teyo, and this is LYNX, bro. LYNX. But yeah, you guys have a beautiful day, and peace.